This video is a condensed bite-sized format of my opinions and experiences of the game as a whole, and will obviously contain spoilers that will be dropped willy-nilly like it's no big deal. Because if you're watching this video, then I fully expect you to have already experienced this patch and are capable of comprehending everything I'm saying. You have been warned. Don't come crying to me. Beef is Shroud's daughter. Anyways, I once saw the demo of Dispatch in my recommended feed one time and didn't think much of it. I saw the art style, I saw the animation, I saw a blonde superhero line, and my first thought was that she definitely has Rule 34 somewhere on the internet and left it at that. I'll admit, I did only give it a half a minute's worth watch and decided I just wasn't interested for now because I'm an impatient dopamine jockey. But that is until a few months later to the recent present when one of my disgusting liberal woke gay friends shared me a full playthrough of episode 2 on Dispatch because she thought that Invisigal would be my type. Which, she'd be sort of right. Okay, yes, let's just get this out of the way. Yeah, I prefer the lady that consistently and shamelessly sexually harasses the main character in half the screen time she's in, over the other lady that literally saves his life on multiple occasions. What about it? I'll be fair to say that I actually do like Blazer as well, and think her snarky, playful, sarcastic back and forth with Robert was cute. And I don't actually like Invisigal too much considering how corny and weirdly sloppily written she was sometimes. And either way, I'm personally pretty satisfied with an ending where Robert stays professional and doesn't let a woman distract him from his work of literally saving lives and rehabilitating villains. Either way, getting back to the narrative of this video, my disgusting, degenerate, gay woke friend showed me a video and yeah, I thought Invisigal was kinda hot. Then later that day, I figured out that Jesse Pinkman, the GOAT, voiced the main character, and Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical and Joel Haver voiced a bunch of other characters in this, and it piqued my interest. Ignore that stutter. I've never been a Jacksepticeye guy, and I don't really watch Charlie's or Joel's videos anymore, but I believe the thing that makes the prospect attractive to me personally at least is the idea of an indie game that is voiced by YouTubers, which is an interesting thing to me even if those YouTubers are ones I don't really affiliate with. And also because Aaron Paul is in it along with them, which is insane to me. So yes, I decided to give it a shot. And I loved it. It's a very pretty game with very pretty music, despite the fact that it's mostly elevator music. Either that or really creepy elephant noises for whenever this red edgelord shows up. I appreciate any story that gives a lot of emphasis on the environment and architecture and life that encompasses the entire narrative, and the characters as well, because, well, this environment and this city is something you are literally protecting after all. You gotta get familiar with it and all that. I'm a sucker for feel-good found family stories as well, so this hits a soft spot for me. It's a story of a man of experience falling from grace, crippled like a bird without his wings, and is given another chance to perhaps grow his wings back, in exchange by working with and guiding a found family group of odd one-outs, all given a chance to be better and fly as he once did. Despite the fact that these colorful characters absolutely trash on him at first, and despite their demeanor and attitude, it is absolutely apparent, especially during certain beats of the story, that these people really want to make their second chances count. In fact, becoming desperate about it in the most obnoxious and self-destructive voice possible. It matters to them. Doesn't matter how much they try to convince you otherwise. Also, especially considering that being denied of a chance of a better life as better people often pushes them to a breaking point, fully committing to becoming the problematic figure they believe they are meant to be once someone gives up on them or fails them. And people like Robert are responsible for pointing the knife on whether these villains can and will be reformed or what. Go figure that babysitting these blokes and blokettes will obviously present charming wacky antics, and challenges that range from, wow, these man-childs sure are wacky and silly, haha, to, wow, I want to collectively gouge the eyes of every one of these assholes. Why the fuck did Coop sabotage an actually reliable character for the job? But the thing to know and realize is that these cast of characters grow on you, and grow on each other, and start warming up to one another. Robert had nothing in his life other than being Mecha Man, and now that he's lost it and has started to take a liking to the Z-Team, and is arguably doing more good in the world by working with them than being in a suit all alone, for once in his life, he starts questioning and second-guessing his decisions. Spending millions on the suit didn't stop him, but his newfound appreciation to the Z-Team and his other new comrades at SDN makes him reconsider his place in the world and his relationships. As is, like what that one famous dude said in that one famous movie, if you're nothing without a suit, you don't deserve it. And indeed, Robert is definitely something without it. It was a mantle his dead dad gave to him, unwillingly at such a young age. It was all he knew and he didn't want to disappoint. It is an admittedly miserable but noble way to live, having your deceased family's legacy on your conscience. But the moment he lost his suit, he started reconnecting with Chase after so long of hyperfixating on being a hero. He met Best Bro Royd with goals of making a shinier suit, met the Z-Team who lit up his life and quite literally with his room with lamps, and met the love of his life depending on your choices. Robert doesn't have to be alone in this. Well, technically he never was since there are other heroes on the field, but he isn't, especially now. It's a cheeky premise that is pretty self-awarely self-deprecating about itself, but it is still a genuine message the game tries and wants to lay on you. And I think it works. Watching Robert and even a wet loser like Waterboy eventually get mutually respected by these hooligans after fighting side by side with one another is cute. Initially, this is just their pathetic, powerless emo dispatcher with a tiny little bean barking out orders, literally making bets he'll leave in a handful of days after their shift, maybe even today. But no, he fought alongside them with the bar, all hands, no suit, and makes an effort to communicate with them and not take their status as former villains and aspiring heroes for granted. Robert actively tries to give them a chance and will fight for them. He gives Vizzy a pep talk and accidentally eavesdrops himself to the entire branch. And it is something that they all find admirable. Corny as it is, but they are happy to see one of them rising to the occasion. It gives them hope for themselves that maybe there's more to them than just being villains. It gives them hope that people like Robert will be there for them and help them help others. Common courtesy, desires for the common good, simple basic human companionship is naturally appreciated by anyone. Though unfortunately and naturally, the world is huge and is often harsh, filled with tough customers, and some people are not so lucky to have this luxury of second chances and redemption. There will be people who will forcefully rise up to take their dues after being denied it, people with reasons. Be as it may, be their reasons understandable and justified or stupid and petty, everyone in this world has reasons for why they are the way they are, and you don't always have to be another one of them. Robert's dad was kind of an asshole. Not to be disrespectful to the dead and not to hurt my favorite character's feelings, but by all accounts he was Shroud's or, well, Elliot's reason. He made Robert's dad the Astral Pulse. He fought alongside with them for probably years, and he was denied official membership to the Brave Brigade 5 times. It doesn't justify him of murder, but it is his reason. I don't mean to be an obnoxious, upstart, self-righteous narc preacher. I won't debate on the ethics or scold Robert or you for wanting vengeance. But I do want anyone to consider weighing their options and perhaps give Shroud the chance that Robert's father never gave him. Let the law sort him out. Let fate dictate where he'll go next. Give him the chance like how a lot of players gave Vizzy a chance. Like how you gave the Z-Team a chance. Gave Waterboy or Phenomenon a chance. To never give up on anyone or their talents and capabilities like how you wouldn't give up on Royd's failures of recreating the Astral Pulse. To give them the chance like how Chase and Blazer gave you yours. To become a hero again. To save people. And to have a greater purpose and have drive in your life than just that. This story, or at least a good chunk of it I believe, revolves around second chances and how many you are willing to provide. It asks if you could be the refreshing change of pace these people need and want for the better. Are you gonna be the man of great character, communicating and leading heroes to save the day? Are you gonna be the man that spares or kills Shroud, cut or defend Vizzy, forgive or imprison either Sonar or Ku? Are you gonna be the man that will take the time to give Vanderstink's girlfriend her coffee in the middle of an apocalypse? And you are given the liberty to answer the call. Well, mostly at least. Robert is mostly his own character and is generally passionate about his probably minimum wage job of saving and helping people, regardless of how much of a bum you try to make him. You don't have to be perfect. You can fail. You will fail in some parts. But you stick to your gut and try to know and trust that you're doing and saying the right thing. Luck runs out, and probabilities are never 100% reliable. Faith can get twisted, but faith is strong, and faith in people and your choices makes a difference. It's not my call whether or not you should spare Shroud or defend Vizzy or forgive Sonar/Ku. I'm not your dispatcher, but I made my own decisions on the matter, and I'd say I'm satisfied with it personally. This game is just satisfying to me. It just tickles a part of my brain and makes me happy whenever I think about it. When I think about the narrative and the characters and the art and the humor and the gameplay, it really just came out of nowhere and cemented itself somewhere in my heart. And I want more, greedy, gluttonous bastard that I am. Aaron Paul, the GOAT himself, voice actor of Robert, is looking forward for a Season 2 alongside many of the team in Ad Hoc. And since this game blew up on Steam, this game will definitely get another one. Definitely! There's no way. I will literally shoot myself if it doesn't, and I am excited for it. In the meantime, I really enjoyed my time with this game, and I enjoyed my time thinking about it, getting the vibes, the warmth, and the humor of it all. I'm not all too interested in debating the objective aspects of it and discussing the tangible flaws and pros of the game and narrative. It's something I vibe with and enjoy. A lot. Simply put, I'm not that kind of person, you know? If I were to try and be objective and kick down my geeky ass for a second, since I like this game a lot, I'd say that naturally it is a bit sloppily written in some parts and has corny moments, especially in the final 2 episodes, I believe. Despite the fact that I'd say it is a stable and objectively sound narrative overall. I like Vizzy, but I feel like the story favors her too much, cute as it is to see the Z-Team baby her like twice throughout the story. Chase's condition and pseudo-resurrection makes sense, but it sort of defangs the impact of episodes 6 and 7. Especially considering episode 7 constantly mopes about how sad everyone is over Chase. And I generally wish all characters and dynamics are given more time to be presented as characters more than just the comics. I feel like adding an additional episode 9 and 10 would have sufficed for the narrative in my opinion, but I suppose it is enough as it is. Oh, and I sometimes hate it when I lose a 70% chance success rate dispatch for no reason. I hate it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist sometimes, and I hate it. I get that it's realistic, but blah. All in all, this is just a bunch of typical nitpicks and whiny hoo-ha you'd hear from any other YouTube video. Wah wah wah, modern media, wah wah wah. But I love it. I love this game. I love the story. I love the routine of each episode. I love the characters and their dynamics. I love the happy parts of the game. I love the intense all-hands-on-deck dispatch session of episode 8, working with an underhanded weakened crew and increasing the playing field, forcing you to improvise and work to your damnedest after 7 episodes of practice. I love the vibes and the spirit of forgiveness this game presents. I love the sincere good vibe moments. The color that gets painted on Robert's initially minimalist and single gold life. It's a relatable thing and sweet thing to think about. And I really don't have anything more eloquent to say about it than that. It'd be repetitive. 8 out of 10 experience. I like it a lot. Eat a twink and enjoy this game. Highly recommend. Whether you watch playthrough or play it yourself, though I suggest the latter. Far from unique these days, but it's got a unique spot in my heart, and that's enough for me and enough for me.